been sucked away. The girl shuffled on her feet, waved the gun to get me moving. "Fuck you and your help. I don't need it. I need to get out of here. If you just..." My words were cut off by a blast of light. The sound came after, a pop in my eardrums, a whump of pressure in my head as the bullet ripped past me, too close. She'd blown a hole in the Marlboro dispenser just over my right shoulder. Burned tobacco and melted plastic in the air. My ears ringing. The gun came back to me. "Okay," I said. "Okay." I went to the register, snuck a sideways look at her. Gold curls, a small, almost button nose. There was something vaguely familiar about her, but during my time in prison I'd probably cast my eye over 1,000 troubled, edgy, angry kids who knew their way around a handgun. I took the keys from the cup beside the machine. "This is a cartel-owned gas station," I said. I realized my hands were shaking. Soon I'd be sweating, panting, teeth chattering. My terror came on slowly. I'd trained it that way. "You should know that. You hit a place like this, and they'll come for you and your family. You can take the car, but..." "Shut up!" "They'll come after you," I said. I unlocked the register. She laughed. I glanced sideways at her as I scooped out stacks of cash. The laugh wasn't humor. It was ironic scorn. Something sliced through me, icy and sharp. I looked at the windows before me, at our reflections. She was looking out there too, into the gathering dark. No one else was visible. We seemed suddenly, achingly alone together, and yet terrifyingly not alone. I handed her the cash. "Someone's already after you," I surmised. She gave a single, stiff nod. I slowly took my car keys from my pocket and dropped them into her hand. When the barrel of the gun swept away from me, it was like a clamp loosening from around my windpipe. I watched her turn and run out of the shop, get in the car, and drive away. Through the windows, Koreatown at night seemed to breathe a sigh of relief, to become unpaused. Long-haired youths knocked each other around on the corner. A man returning home from work let the newspaper box slap closed, his paper tucked under his arm. The malignant presence I'd felt out there when the girl had been in the store was gone. I could have called the police. If not to report the robbery, to report a girl running from something or someone with the furious desperation of a hunted animal, a girl out there in the dark, pursued, surviving for who knew how long. But Los Angeles was full of people like that. Always had been. A jungle, prey fleeing predators. I'd give the girl a little head start with my car before I reported it missing. I lifted my shirt and wiped the sweat from my face on the hem, trying to regulate my breathing. My addiction pulsed. A short, sharp desire that made me pick up my phone beside the register, my finger hovering, ready to dial. I forced myself to put the phone down. The clock on the wall said I had an hour left of my shift. I thought about calling Jamie, but knew he'd be asleep. Instead, I went to the ATM in the corner of the store. I slipped my card into the machine and extracted $400, about the amount I knew the girl had taken. I went back and put the notes in the register. Though I'd never met the gas station's true owners, I'd known cartel women in the can, and had picked up enough Spanish over the years to eavesdrop on their stories. The girl, whoever she was, didn't need the San Marino 13s on her tail. Neither did I. I hardly looked at the ATM receipt before I crumpled it and let it fall into the bin. It was going to be a long walk home.
Jessica.
"Here's what I don't understand,"
Wallert said. He'd been saying it all day, listing things he didn't get, waiting for people to explain them to him. Jessica guessed they were probably into the triple digits now of things Wallert couldn't comprehend.
"What the hell did you do on the Silver Lake case that I didn't do?"
She didn't answer.